Why y'all ain't tell me about this? Hey, y'all, welcome back to the channel. Me and Car Keys. So we are fresh off of Cruising Coweta. Cruising Coweta is by far my favorite all-time car show ever. Check that video out if you haven't seen it. It is epic. It is nothing short of epic. Anyway, so today's video we are doing a simple oil change with somewhat of a twist. That's because we're using this guy. This is the Fumoto Engine Oil Drain Valve with lever clip. Now, before we open it up, I'm gonna go ahead and just start draining the oil. We're gonna start the oil change. I'm not gonna do a whole oil change video because I don't think you really wanna see me do an oil change video. If you do, let me know and I'll do one for you next time. So we're gonna start draining the oil and then we're gonna talk about this Fumoto Fumoto drain valve. And if it is what it says it is, it's definitely a game changer and everybody should have one on every single vehicle they own. One of the questions I always get is, what are the benefits of leveling or lifting your truck? Oil changes. You don't have to jack up your truck near as high as you normally would. I had a friend of mine who has a 6-inch lift on his truck. He said he can sit up under his truck upright with no issues, with plenty of headroom. So, I said it's not gonna be a full oil change video, but there are certain things that I recommend that you have if you do an oil change. One of them, jack stands. See that jack stand? Always put a jack stand under your vehicle when you lift it. Always, okay? Just do it. Just do it, don't matter. Just do it. A brick under the tire to make sure that the truck doesn't roll. And I do have the e-brake on, so that's important. So a brick or chalk. Also, oil, of course. Tools, of course. A mat, oil change mat. This is, it soaks up oil. So if you spill oil and you make a mess, it is an F-150, so you probably will spill a little bit. It'll land on here and it won't land on the ground and make a mess. And this just soaks it up, so you have no issues there. That's a game changer, you must have. Please get that. Last but not least, a drain pan. Very important as well, because where else you gonna put the oil at? So get your drain pan. All right, so my drain pan bolt is super, super tight. I'm having issues getting it off. And so I've been taking my truck to one of those quick change oil places like Take 5. And I mean, it's out of convenience. I don't highly recommend those places, but if you need to and you don't have the means to do it yourself in your garage, then take it there. I understand that. Now, mine is super tight and I'm having trouble getting it off. And I just ran my finger into the transmission pan trying to get it off. And I'm sitting there looking at my hand like it's a little swollen. It's just a little battle wound. I'm looking at this hand. Look at this side. Battle wounds. Didn't even realize it happened. Anyway. Wear gloves, another accessory, wear gloves. All right, so the 15 mil worked better. 15 mil socket worked better. And this is a technique my father taught me that I have shared before. If you have a really tight bolt, you need leverage. Take a closing wrench, like so, boom, better view. And on the very end, and it gives you better leverage. Mine, it was still tight, it was still hard to come off, but I got it with this method. So keep this in mind. If you got something that's real tight, use this. It looks crazy, but it definitely works. Now, don't I feel like the smartest person in the world? Hey, if you get a cut, just put a little oil on it. It'll make you feel better. I'm kidding. I'm about to go wash it off now. I'm kidding. All right, after several rounds of cleaning, peroxide, and hand sanitizer, I think we're good. It's just weird that you got an open wound and you got oil in it. Like, oil is actually in your bloodstream. You know what they say, right? Being a car guy, runs in the blood. All right, that was a corny joke. Let's move on. What's happening, y'all? Today's video is sponsored by No Cow protein bars. Now, if you're like me and you want to live a healthier lifestyle, you want to eat a lot healthier, but you run into a lot of issues because you have a lactose intolerance or you have a gluten intolerance, No Cow bars are perfect for you. Let me show you why. They are gluten-free, non-GMO, keto-friendly, vegan, and soy-free, and most importantly, right there, dairy-free. You know, I've been using No Cow bars for the last 3 months. These bars are perfect for me if you're going to work, you're going to school, or if you're like me, you're filming a video. I'm about to eat one right now. So these bars are perfect for you. You can eat them on the go and they are delicious. This flavor is peanut butter chocolate chip. Now, one of the great things about No Cow is that you can try their products out essentially for free. All you have to do is pay for shipping, which is like 99 cents. So they're sending you 3 bars. You can try them out and see how you feel. Now, if you do like them, use the link in the description below as well. You can get 15% off your order if you're on your way to living a healthier lifestyle and not worry about your stomach hurting after you eat it. So thank you, NoCal, for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to it. So good. So this is our drain plug here. It is a 15 mil on that. So it says 5/8 on it. 5/8 was actually too big, slightly, because it's rounded. So we ended up using a 15 mil, and it got it off very easily. So this is our new Fumoto. This is our new, there we go. This is our new Fumoto, and it comes with this locking clip here. As you see, it says Fumoto on there. Now, the way this thing works, to my understanding, it does come with instructions. Big shout out to Fumoto for the instructions. The way I understand this is, it's a quick change valve. So it comes with this hose that when you want to change the oil, instead of taking this whole bolt off, just open the valve and all the oil drains out. So basically you have this plug, this hose on the end here. You open the valve and all the oil drains out. It should make for a cleaner oil change as well. So very cool design. I'm just kind of shocked that I'm just not finding out about stuff like this for my truck, and I've been doing car stuff for like 20 years. All right, so first of all, let's talk about how this thing actually works. So it is a valve system where, if you look here, the valve is open. As you can see, it's a good thing you have shop racks. Boom, you can see the blue shop rack through there. It is open. So if you want to close it, just switch the valve over like so. It snaps, and now it's closed. Now you can't see the shop rack through there. It's closed. So closed. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. So closed, open, close. You can see it closing, opening, and closing right there. All right, there we go. Good view. Now, so my concern about this was what happens if like some debris or something hits it while it's closed and knocks it open. And it's hard to do that because you see the design there. To open it, you have to lift it up like that and then scoot it over. So it shouldn't be an issue. And to make sure, they included this clip, this locking clip. And the clip goes on like so. Boom, just like that. So there's no way anything can hit it and knock it open. It's closed, as you see, and it won't come off. Perfect. All right, now to install this, it screws on just like your drain plug would. It screws right on. The good thing about it is it has a little gasket there, so it won't leak on this way. And to make sure it doesn't leak this way, they also included some caps right there. They include these caps, so you put the cap on and you're good to go. Like I said before, when you go to drain your oil, you're gonna use this hose. You basically put the hose on the end of the valve here, open the valve, and all the oil comes out, and you can drain it wherever you want to. You can put it in a bottle, you can put it wherever you want. It makes for a lot cleaner cleanup, a lot easier to drain and a lot easier to clean up. All right, so I felt it was important to show these directions as well on the video. One of the important things is about the blue O-ring. It's already on there, so that's the first one. Clean the drain port, thread the valve by hand. Do not cross thread. Do not cross thread. Okay. Do not over tighten. It tells you to tighten with the crescent wrench on the body of the valve. Close and lock, clip and fill up. Pretty straightforward there. All right, so I got it installed. I followed the instructions and I hand tightened it. Then I gave it a quarter turn tighten with the wrench to make sure that it was tightened and it's sitting upright like that. So I think that's good. I put the cap on. I have the locking clip on up there, and it's locked. So now we're gonna go to the filter and get that filter off, fill it up, and we should be good. So as I stated before, this is not an oil change video or a how-to video at all. But there's one thing I want to point out that's kind of weird to me. So the last person to change my oil was one of those quick oil change places. It was Take 5. This is my old filter, and here is my new filter. They're exactly the same part number, FL-500-S. The only issue here, and you tell me if it's really an issue or not, those quick oil change places don't use motorcraft parts. Only Ford uses motorcraft parts. So either they specifically got an oil filter for me, or they didn't change the filter at all. What do you think? Now, oil filter is in a really weird spot right there, but if I can get to it, they can get to it. Yeah, so no excuse not to change my oil filter. All right. Anyway, let's move on. So we got that done. We are going to fill up. Now your cap tells you what kind of oil you need. 5W20. I have Valvoline 5W20, full synthetic, high mileage. My car is up in age. It is a 2015 and we're at 157,000 miles. So that's why we're using the high temp. Now I've always used Valvoline, not for, it's always worked for me. Valvoline's always been good. I'm not sponsored by Valvoline, but that would be really cool, wouldn't it? So shout out to Valvoline. We are done after a quick oil change, 5 quarts of oil, and we're good. So I'm gonna crank it up real quick and make sure it's not leaking anywhere. We got a filter in, we got a plug in, we got a new oil in. We should be good to go. All right, no leaks, no issues. I think we're good. All right, y'all, so make sure you go back and do your oil check your dipstick, make sure your oil levels are good and you're good to go. There's certain times where it just seems like your truck is running at its optimal, you know what I'm saying? It's running at its best, and that's after a full tank of gas, especially if it's on E85. That's after a full detailing. I don't know why, but a clean truck seems to run a lot better. I know it's superstition, but it feels that way, and that's after an oil change. Y'all, the truck is running amazingly. It sounds nice. What's happening, y'all? So today's the next day. I was editing the video and I realized there are a couple of things I forgot to say, so we're gonna do a real quick jump edit so I can say those things. So this is the old plug. I'm keeping this old plug just in case something goes wrong with the Fumoto plug, just in case. So I'm keeping it. It's a little mangled, it's a little rounded on the edge. You can see it there. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm gonna keep it anyway just in case. Now, the thing about these plugs is you take them off, you put them back on, you take them off, put them back on. So it happens, this happens anyway. So it's a good replacement to have the Fumoto one. The good thing is that when you go to change your oil, you just simply hook up a hose to it, open the valve, oil comes draining out, you close the valve, and you're good to go. So that's why this is a good fix. It's a permanent fix. You never have to take the Fumoto off ever again. So that's the good thing. Also, for whatever reason, Ford decided to put those little plastic plugs, drain plugs. I don't know whose idea that was. It wasn't the best idea, okay? Because you have to replace them every time you change your oil, I believe. So this is a permanent fix. It's a good fix if you have those plugs as well. So keep that in mind. All right, so what do you guys think about the Fumoto quick drain valve? It's hard to say, y'all. What do you think about the Fumoto valve? Now, I know there are other products on the market that are very similar. Let me know if you have any experience with this one or with one that's similar, and how your experience goes when you do an oil change. It seems like it would make for a quick oil change and it'd be a lot cleaner. I did actually spill a little bit, even though I have the mat. I still spilled a little bit and actually dripped off my hand. But anyway, so tell me what you think about the valve. I'm in a rush because I have to go to get cleaned up and have to go to work. So please subscribe. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment. Leave a like if you like this kind of content. And all our products will be in the link in the description below as well, like always. Fumoto valve and all the accessories I use to do the oil change will all be in the description below. Tell me what you think. All the best you do. Thanks for watching another video on the Me and Crocky's channel. I appreciate you guys. If I've never said it before, I do appreciate you guys. I do appreciate everything you do, all the support you're giving for the channel. Check out meandcrockies.com, and I'll see you next time.